G'day guys, welcome back to another Collingwood review on the channel. Today I'll be reviewing Collingwood's big qualifying final win over Melbourne. A bit of a different location as well for this review, and yeah, let's jump straight into it. So it was a pretty good result for the Pies, getting a 7-point win. Quite a nerve-wracking one in the qualifying final. It was a pretty good performance. And I suppose because it was a final, it didn't really matter how we won the game as long as we won it. And we obviously did that, and now we're into a home prelim final. We get a week off again, so yeah, pretty good. And we played pretty well. In my opinion, I thought Bobby Hill was probably best on for us. So yeah, I was really pleased with his performance. He's had a few good performances this year, but that one was definitely his best. We also made a few harsh selection calls as well, dropping John Noble and Ginnivan to sub, and even Billy Frampton was interesting, but it was good to have Moore and Murphy back. They definitely helped our defence, and our defence certainly started off pretty well. That's for sure in the first half, keeping Melbourne to only 2 goals, I believe, which is phenomenal, and especially in a final. And while it was pretty tricky to score goals throughout the whole night, Melbourne did miss their chances and miss their moments. They certainly could have had some pretty big moments in that game, and in a way we were kind of lucky to win, especially to hold on in that last quarter where we only kicked 2 behinds and Melbourne were surging late, but we were lucky to hold on and get a nice win. Straight into a prelim final. I wasn't really expecting much heading into the game, really, but it's a fantastic result, and now we're heading into a prelim final, which is absolutely superb for us, and hopefully we can win that and go straight into a grand final, which would be absolutely superb for us, because we certainly deserve it, that's for sure. Now, like I said, Melbourne were pretty inaccurate, but unlike us, we were pretty accurate. Barely missed anything from set shots, which was almost the story of the night, really, in the end, and definitely helped us win. We had a few players that really stepped up. Will Hoskin-Elliott probably had his best game of his season. I know I said that in the last video against Essendon, but he's actually been doing quite well for us recently. Obviously, like I said, Bobby Hill with the 3 goals, it was absolutely electrifying. Jack Crisp was absolutely superb as well when we needed him to. Every other player pretty much stepped up. Oleg Markov had to step up, being named over John Noble, and he did that. Ginnivan was alright as well when he came on as sub, had a massive tackle late in the game that definitely helped us win, and yeah, he was really impressive. Murphy was a bit quiet though, but definitely did help our defensive structure behind the footy. Jamie Elliott was quiet, didn't kick any, unfortunately. Lipinski's been a bit down on form recently. McCreary was also a bit quiet, and obviously we all know what happened to Maynard in that incident with Brayshaw getting 3-week suspension. Hopefully he can, get that lowered a bit to 1, or hopefully not 2, because then he would miss the grand final. But yeah, I mean, I saw the incident. It looked like an accident. I mean, he was jumping up to smother the ball, but Brayshaw didn't end up kicking it. Look, it's a bit of a 50-50 one, really. Probably deserves a week, but no more than that. That could just be my bias though towards Maynard, and he really deserves a premiership. So if he does miss, then that would be just devastating. Absolutely devastating. Obviously Melbourne had a few players that did get out of hand. Oliver Petrarca and Gawn all had like 30 touches each, so obviously not ideal there, but we still managed to get the job done and we move on. We still got a lot of work to do as well, and I hope the boys know that as well. We've still got a lot of work to do if we want to win this premiership. There's a lot of time and effort that's got to go to it, and I guess that's the good thing at the moment. We're showing the effort. Our pressure was up, especially in the first quarter. It was electrifying early, gave us early momentum. The crowd was really good, like a 19th man, I guess we've spoken about, and really brought us into the game early and late in the game with the Collingwood chant in the final 3 minutes. Didn't really give Melbourne a lot of confidence and hope to come back in the end. Obviously, Bailey Fritsch was probably Melbourne's best as well. We all expected that, but they obviously had their ends that didn't really work for them, and who knows? They'll have to go a long way now. It's going to be pretty difficult for them. But yeah, hopefully we can do well in the prelim in a couple of weeks' time. And I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and I'll see you guys next week.